Yeah, we on the rise, press record, now play. AI tools got me glowing every day. Faceless grind, I'm paving my lane. Me 2 times, yeah, we changing the game. Elevate me to you, vibe is brand new. Built it from scratch, now we teaching you. Hit that sub, let the vision come true. This ain't just...
All right, let's talk real for a second. If you've been told you can't make money online or on YouTube until you're monetized, that's just not true. Not only is it not true, it's one of the biggest reasons creators stay stuck, frustrated, and waiting on permission instead of building income. Tonight, we're not talking about ads. We're not talking about when YouTube finally approves you. We're talking about how creators are already making money online right now with small channels, no monetization badge, no viral videos, and sometimes without even showing their face. YouTube is not the paycheck, it's the platform. The money happens around the content. And whether you have 50 subscribers, 500, or you're still trying to hit your first 1,000, there are ways to earn that don't depend on views, CPMs, or waiting months for approval. So if you're a creator who feels stuck waiting on monetization, wants to earn without selling your soul, or just wants clarity instead of YouTube myths, you're in the right room. We're breaking down realistic ways most creators can make money online, step by step, without hype, just options you can actually use. Affiliate marketing sounds complicated, but it's actually one of the simplest ways to make money online as a creator, especially if you're not monetized. Here's the plain language version. Affiliate marketing means this: you recommend something you already use, and if someone buys it through your link, you earn a small commission. That's it. No inventory, no customer service, no ads required. You're not creating a product, you're pointing people to one. Now let's ground this in reality. If you've ever said something like, I use this mic, I made this in Canva, I stream with this software, I bought this headset, you're already doing affiliate marketing. You just haven't been paid for it yet. What can you promote as a beginner? Let's break this down into everyday categories. Amazon affiliates are the easiest place to start. You can link gear you use, books you've read, tech on your desk every day, items you talk about on stream. If it exists on Amazon and you use it, it can usually be an affiliate link. Next, software and tools. If you use Canva for designs, StreamYard for lives, OBS for streaming, AI tools for content. Most of these companies have affiliate programs. You're already demonstrating the value just by using them on screen. And yes, gaming counts. Games, headsets, controllers, capture cards, VR gear, streaming accessories. These are some of the highest converting affiliate categories because people already want them. How this actually works on YouTube. You do not need to sell. You mention the product naturally, the same way you already talk. For example, this is the mic I use. I made this thumbnail in Canva. I stream through OBS. That's it. Then you place the link in your description or pin it in the comments. When someone clicks and buys, you get paid per sale, not per view. That part is important. You don't need thousands of views. You need the right viewers. Key mindset shift. You do not need 1,000 subscribers to do this. Affiliate income doesn't come from size. It comes from trust and clarity. If people trust you, they listen. If you're clear, they act. Interactive exercise 1. Pause for a second and do this with me. Grab a pen, notes app, or just think through it. Answer this. What tools do I already use to create content? What apps do I open every day? What equipment do I touch when I go live or record? Write down at least 5 items. If you can name it, you can probably affiliate it. Interactive exercise 2. Now pick one item from your list. Ask yourself, how do I already talk about this? Not a pitch, just a sentence you've already said before. Examples, I use Canva for this. This mic works well for my setup. This is the game I'm playing. That sentence is your affiliate strategy. Interactive exercise 3. Think like your viewer for a moment. If you were watching your content, what would you ask? What mic is that? What software are you using? Where did you get that? Those questions are income signals. Affiliate marketing answers questions people already have. Final reminder, affiliate marketing is beginner friendly because you don't need approval from YouTube. You don't need ads turned on. You don't need a big audience. You need honesty, consistency, and clarity. If you're already creating, you're closer than you think. We're not adding pressure. We're adding intention. Digital products sound big and intimidating, But let's strip that idea all the way down. A digital product is simply something helpful that you create once and deliver digitally. No boxes, no shipping, no warehouse. Once it's made, it can be sold again and again without extra work. That's why people say, sell once, earn repeatedly. Now here's the part most beginners get wrong. You do not need to be an expert. You don't need a degree. You don't need years of experience. You only need to be one step ahead of the person you're helping. If you recently figured something out, that knowledge has value. What kind of digital products can beginners actually make? Let's keep this practical. Checklists are one of the easiest. A checklist is just a clear list of steps. Example, how I set up my YouTube description, steps I follow before going live, things I check before uploading a video. Cheat sheets are shortcuts. They save time or reduce confusion. Examples, caption formulas, prompt examples, settings breakdowns, quick reference guides. Templates are even more powerful. If you've ever reused the same Canva design, the same Notion page, the same stream layout, the same caption format, that can be turned into a template someone else would pay for. Short guides or workbooks are just expanded explanations. They walk someone through a process step by step, the same way you explain things out loud. Resource lists are underrated. If you've ever said, these are the tools I use, you already have the foundation for a product. Why digital products work so well on YouTube. This part matters. You don't need inventory. You don't ship anything. You don't wait for YouTube approval. Your video, live stream, or short becomes the marketing. You explain something. People want help doing it. You give them a tool that makes it easier. That's the loop. This is especially powerful for faceless creators and tutorial channels because the value is in the information, not the face. Interactive exercise 1. Your one step ahead moment. Pause here and do this with me. Think about something you figured out recently. Answer this. What confused me a month ago? What did I finally understand? What do people ask me about? Write down one thing. That is your product seed. Interactive exercise 2. Product type, match. Now take that one idea and match it to a format. Ask yourself, does this work better as a checklist? Would a template save time? Would a short guide explain it better? Could this be a resource list? You're not creating everything. You're choosing one. Interactive exercise 3. Apply it to your content. Now imagine your next video or live. Ask, what part of this could I turn into a downloadable? What would make this easier for someone to follow? That answer becomes your digital product. Final reminder, digital products work because they remove pressure. You don't need perfection. You don't need virality. You don't need permission. You need clarity, usefulness, and a willingness to help. If you can explain something, you can package it. Your content teaches. Your product supports. That's how creators build income without waiting on ads. Services are the fastest way to make money online because they work in every niche, not just content creation. Let's reset the idea completely. A service is simply helping someone do something better, faster, or with less stress, and getting paid for it. That applies whether you're in fitness, health, reactions, tarot, crafting, lifestyle, or anything else. If people already ask you questions, you're already providing value that can become a service. Why services work in any niche? Services don't depend on algorithms, ads, or subscriber count. You're not waiting to blow up. You're solving a real problem for a real person. That's why services are the fastest way to cash in. What a service looks like in different niches. Let's break this down so it actually makes sense. If you're in fitness or health, personalized routines, form checks, accountability check-ins, habit planning, progress reviews. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, one-on-one readings, interpretation breakdowns, follow-up sessions, personalized guidance, clarity calls. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, content breakdowns, feedback sessions, coaching calls, script or topic help, channel or content reviews. If you're in crafting or creative niches, custom designs, tutorials, pattern help, supply lists, project planning. If you're in any niche at all, coaching calls, consulting sessions, reviews, feedback, setup, or planning help. If you help people think, decide, or improve, that's a service. The biggest clue you're sitting on money. If people ask you, can you help me with this? What would you do in my situation? Can you explain this again? Do you offer one-on-one help? That's not curiosity. That's demand. Interactive exercise 1. Spot your service. Pause here. Think about your content and your audience. Answer these. What do people ask me about most? What do they thank me for? What do I explain repeatedly? Write down 3 things. Those are potential services. Interactive exercise 2. Turn it into plain language. Pick one item from your list and finish this sentence. I help people... Examples. I help people stay consistent with fitness. I help people understand tarot messages. I help people plan creative projects. I help people break down content ideas. I help people get clarity. If a stranger can understand that sentence, you're on the right track. Interactive exercise 3. Apply it to your content. Now think about your next piece of content. Ask, what problem am I helping someone solve? Who would want this help faster or personalized? How could I offer that help off camera? Your content shows your skill. Your service gives people access. Final reminder. Services don't require a niche switch, a huge audience, monetization, perfection. They require awareness. If you're already helping people for free, you're already doing the work. The only difference between helping and earning is deciding to offer it intentionally. Channel memberships are one of the most misunderstood ways creators make money, and this works across every niche, not just one type of content. Let's break it down from zero. A channel membership is when someone chooses to support you monthly because they want closer access, extra value, or community. It's not about ads. It's not about views. And it's not about being perfect. It's about connection. First, clear up the biggest myth. Memberships are not tied to ads the way people think. You don't need viral videos. You don't need brand deals. You don't need to be big. People join memberships because they want to be part of something, not because you're flawless. What memberships look like in different niches. This works no matter what you create. If you're in fitness or health, private workout lives, check-in spaces, accountability groups, progress tracking, early access to routines. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, members-only readings, private live sessions, interpretation breakdowns, monthly guidance spaces, Q&A rooms. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, members-only reactions, early access to videos, private chats during lives, behind-the-scenes discussions. If you're in crafting or creative niches, members-only tutorials, templates or patterns, silent workrooms, supply lists, live build-alongs. If you're in finance, education, or podcasting, private discussions, worksheets or downloads, early episode access, live Q&A, accountability spaces. Different niches, same principle. What can you actually offer as a beginner? You don't need to overbuild. Simple membership perks work best. Private lives, members-only chat, downloadable templates or guides, early access to content, shoutouts or recognition, silent work or study rooms, accountability spaces. None of these require perfection. They require consistency and care. Interactive exercise 1. Your membership angle. Pause here. Ask yourself, why do people come back to my content? What do they like about being here? What would they enjoy doing together more privately? Write down one idea. That's the foundation of a membership. Interactive exercise. 2. Pick one benefit. Now choose one membership perk, not 5, not 10, 1. Examples: weekly private live, monthly check-in, members-only chat, early access. Memberships grow when they're simple. Interactive exercise 3. Connect it to your content. Think about your next video, live or episode. Ask, what could go deeper? What would people want more time or access to? Where does community already show up? Your public content attracts. Your membership connects. Final reminder, people don't join memberships because you're perfect. They join because they feel seen, they feel supported, they feel included. Connection is the product. If people already enjoy being in your space, you already have the foundation for a membership. No ads required. Donations and support are one of the simplest ways creators earn money online, and this works in every niche, not just one type of content. Let's slow it all the way down. Donations means someone chooses to support you financially because they appreciate the value you provide. That's it. No ads, no selling, no pressure, just support. First, let's remove the awkwardness. Donations are not begging. They're an option. People like supporting creators they enjoy, learn from, or feel connected to. When you make it clear how to support you, you're giving people a choice, not forcing anyone. What donation support looks like across different niches. This works no matter what you create. If you're in fitness or health, people support because workouts help them stay consistent, tips improve their habits, your energy motivates them. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, people support because readings give clarity, guidance brings comfort, sessions feel personal. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, people support because your reactions entertain them. Your perspective makes content more enjoyable. If you're in crafting or creative niches, people support because tutorials help them learn, ideas inspire them to create. If you're in finance or educational niches, people support because information saves them time or money. Clarity helps them make better decisions. If you're in podcasting or conversation-based content, people support because discussions feel relatable. Your voice becomes part of their routine. Different niches. Same reason. Value. How creators actually set this up. Creators usually add a support the stream link, buy me a coffee, paypal.me, Cash App. These links go in video descriptions, pinned comments, channel banners, link in bio pages. No complicated setup required. When donations work best. Donations work best when you show up consistently, you genuinely help, entertain, or educate. You're honest about what support helps you do. You don't need a sob story. You don't need hype. Clarity builds trust. Interactive exercise. 1. Identify your support reason. Pause here. Ask yourself, why do people watch my content? What do they say helps them? How does my content fit into their life? Write down one sentence. That sentence explains why people would support you. Interactive exercise. 2. Choose one support method. Pick one to start. Cash App, PayPal, buy me a coffee. You don't need all of them. One clear option is better than many confusing ones. Interactive exercise 3. Practice the clear ask now. Practice saying this in your own words. If you enjoy this content and want to support the channel, the link is in the description. That's it. No pressure, no guilt, just clarity. Final reminder, donations aren't about being flashy. They're about trust, consistency, value. When people appreciate what you do, many are happy to support, as long as you make it easy and honest. No begging, just clarity. Sponsorships are not just for huge creators with millions of views. Small creators can do this in any niche once they understand what brands actually care about. Let's break this down from the beginning so it makes sense, even if you've never thought about sponsorships before. A sponsorship is when a brand partners with you to get in front of your audience. They're not paying for your follower count. They're paying for access. The biggest myth about sponsorships. Brands do not only want big numbers. What they really want is a clear audience, a defined niche, consistent content. A small channel with a focused audience is often more valuable than a big channel with no direction. What clear audience actually means. You don't need fancy analytics. You just need to answer this. Who is watching me? What are they interested in? Why do they come back? If you can explain that in 1 or 2 sentences, you're already ahead of most creators. How sponsorships work across different niches. This applies no matter what you create. If you're in fitness or health, supplement brands, workout gear, wellness apps, local gyms, health-focused startups. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, journals, candles, tarot decks, spiritual tools, indie online shops. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, apps, streaming tools, merch brands, pop culture startups, digital platforms. If you're in crafting or creative niches, supply companies, digital tools, small handmade brands, Etsy-style shops. If you're in finance or education, budgeting tools, finance apps, planners, online courses, startups. If you're in podcasting or conversation-based content, microphones, hosting platforms, editing tools, productivity apps. Different niches, same structure. How beginners actually start getting sponsorships. You don't start by asking for money. Beginner-friendly sponsorship options include free products in exchange for exposure, affiliate links, plus a small flat fee, trial partnerships to test the relationship. This builds trust on both sides. How to find brands. Simple way. Start close. Look at tools you already use, products you already mention, brands your audience already buys. Then, check their website for partner or affiliate pages. Look at their Instagram or TikTok for small creators they repost. Send a short, clear message explaining your audience. You don't pitch numbers, you pitch fit. Interactive exercise. 1. Define your audience. Pause here. Answer this in one sentence. Example, my content helps beginners stay consistent with fitness. My content helps people find clarity through tarot. My content helps viewers relax and enjoy commentary. My content helps creators stay organized. That sentence is your sponsorship foundation. Interactive exercise 2. Spot natural brand fits. Now list 3 brands or products that already fit your content. Ask, would my audience already like this? Does this align with what I talk about? If yes, it's a potential sponsor. Interactive exercise 3. Start small. Choose one brand and think, would I accept a free product? Would an affiliate link make sense? Could this be a short trial partnership? You don't need a big deal to start. You need a first one. Final reminder. Sponsorships aren't about chasing brands. They're about alignment. If you understand your audience and show up consistently, brands will see the value, even with a small channel. If you can explain who your audience is, you're already ahead of most creators. Selling other people's products is one of the smartest ways to make money online without starting from zero. And this works across every niche, not just one. Let's break this down slowly and clearly. This method means you sell or promote a product that already exists instead of creating everything from scratch. The product is done. The structure is done. Your job is to position it for your audience. First, let's define the options in plain language. PLR. Private label rights PLR products are pre-made digital products that you are legally allowed to edit, rebrand, customize, sell as your own. These can be ebooks, guides, workbooks, templates, planners, or courses. You're not stealing content. You're buying the rights to use and modify it. MRR, master resale rights. Quick clarification. Some PLR products also include resale rights, meaning you can sell the product and sometimes even allow others to resell it too, depending on the license. Always read the license. Rights matter. Affiliate courses. Affiliate products mean you don't own the product at all. You recommend a course, program, or training created by someone else. If someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. You never touch the content. You focus on explaining who it's for and why it helps. Bundles. You're allowed to promote or resell. These are collections of tools, templates, or guides that you're legally allowed to sell or promote together. Again, license first, always. How this works across different niches. This method adapts to any content style. If you're in fitness or health, PLR workout guides, meal planners, habit trackers, affiliate fitness programs. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, PLR journals, spreads, spiritual planners, affiliate tarot courses. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, affiliate courses related to media, editing, or commentary. Digital guides your audience already asks about. If you're in crafting or creative niches, PLR pattern books, templates, printable guides, supply bundles. If you're in finance or education, PLR budgeting tools, planners, trackers, affiliate financial education programs. If you're in podcasting or conversation-based content, affiliate podcasting tools, templates, launch guides, editing resources. Same strategy, different wrapper. The most important rule, this protects your brand. Never just slap your name on a product and call it a day. That destroys trust. The real value comes from rebranding the design, rewriting sections in your own words, adding examples that match your audience, including bonuses, notes, or walkthroughs. Your voice is what makes it valuable. How to find products safely. Start with reputable PLR marketplaces, tools you already use that offer affiliate programs, creators you already trust who offer affiliate links. Always check license terms, resale rights, usage restrictions. If it's unclear, don't use it. Interactive exercise. 1. Choose your lane. Pause here. Ask yourself, do I want to edit and sell a product? PLR. Do I want to promote without editing? Affiliate. Do I want to bundle resources together? Choose one. Interactive exercise. 2. Match it to your audience. Answer this. My audience struggles with width. Now ask, is there already a product that solves this? If yes, you've found your opportunity. Interactive exercise 3, add your voice. Pick one product idea and write down one example you would add, one explanation you'd rewrite, one bonus you could include. That's how you turn something generic into something personal. Final reminder, you don't have to build everything from scratch to build income. You do have to understand your audience, respect licenses, add your perspective. When done right, selling other people's products isn't lazy, it's strategic. Your voice is the value. Community-based monetization is one of the most powerful and most overlooked ways creators make money online, and this works in every niche. Let's break this down from the ground up. Community-based monetization means people aren't paying for a video or a product. They're paying to be part of a space, a place where they feel supported, consistent, and connected. This is why community scales better than ads. Ads pay you once per view. Community pays you for belonging. What community monetization actually looks like? This isn't complicated. It can be paid networking rooms, accountability groups, learning hubs, study or work sessions, creator or personal challenges. These can be hosted on YouTube, Discord, Telegram, Zoom, or any platform you already use. The tool doesn't matter. The structure does. How this works across different niches. This is universal. If you're in fitness or health, accountability groups, group challenges, check-in sessions, progress tracking rooms. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, group readings, reflection circles, guided sessions, spiritual check-ins. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, private discussion rooms, members-only live reactions, after-show conversations. If you're in crafting or creative niches, group build sessions, silent workrooms, project challenges. If you're in finance or education, budgeting rooms, study groups, progress check-ins, learning hubs. If you're in podcasting or conversation-based content, community discussions, live Q&A, topic brainstorming rooms. Different niches, same need. Why people actually pay for community? People don't pay because you're perfect. They pay to not feel alone, stay consistent, have access to you, feel accountable. Community replaces motivation with structure. Interactive exercise. 1, identify your community. Pull pause here. Ask yourself, why do people come back to my content? What do they like doing together? Where do they already interact? Write down one reason. That's your community hook. Interactive exercise 2. Choose one simple format. Pick one to start. Weekly group session, monthly challenge, accountability room, silent work, or study session. Start small. Community grows with consistency, not complexity. Interactive exercise 3. Connect it to your content. Think about your next video or live. Ask, what could continue after this ends? What would help people stay consistent? Where would group support help most? Your content attracts people. Your community keeps them. Final reminder. Community-based monetization works because it's human. People want support. They want structure. They want connection. If people already show up for you, talk in chat, or engage regularly, you already have the foundation. Community doesn't replace content. It multiplies it. Repurposing content is how creators stop working harder and start working smarter. And this works in every niche. Let's break this down from the beginning. Repurposing means you take one piece of content and turn it into many pieces. Instead of creating something new every time, you're not repeating yourself. You're extending the life of your work. What this actually looks like? One YouTube live doesn't end when the stream ends. That one live can become shorts, reels, TikToks, email content, blog posts, paid resources. Same content, different formats. Why this matters for income. More platforms mean more visibility. More visibility means more opportunities to earn. Each platform becomes a door. Shorts bring new viewers. Reels and TikToks attract different audiences. Emails build direct connection. Blogs bring long-term traffic. Paid resources turn value into income. YouTube is the engine. It starts the movement, but the engine alone doesn't get you everywhere. How this works across different niches. This applies no matter what you create. If you're in fitness or health, lives become workout clips. Tips turn into email reminders. Routines become paid guides. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, lives become short readings, Insights turn into blog posts. Themes become journals or planners. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, reactions become shorts. Opinions turn into posts. Breakdowns become discussions. If you're in crafting or creative niches, builds become time lapses. Steps become tutorials. Processes become templates. If you're in finance or education, explanations become clips. Lessons become emails. Systems become paid resources. If you're in podcasting, episodes become highlight clips, conversations become written content, themes become community topics. Interactive exercise 1. Break one piece down. Pause here. Think of your last live or long video. Ask, what were the key moments? What questions came up? What advice stood out? Write down 3 moments. Those are your repurposed pieces. Interactive exercise 2. Choose your platforms. Now pick 2 platforms besides YouTube. Ask, where does my audience already hang out? Where would short form work best? You don't need all platforms, just the right ones. Interactive exercise 3. Income angle. Now ask, could this become a checklist, a guide, a template, a paid resource? Repurposing doesn't just grow reach, it creates assets. Final reminder, repurposing isn't about doing more. It's about making your content work longer. YouTube starts the engine. Repurposing drives the journey. More platforms mean more doors and more control over your income. Freelancing off YouTube is how your channel turns into proof, not just content. Let's break this down simply. Freelancing means people pay you for your skill, your perspective, or your experience. And YouTube becomes the place where they see what you can do before they ever hire you. You're not auditioning, you're showcasing. What this actually means, your channel becomes a living portfolio. Every video shows how you think, how you explain things, how consistent you are, how you communicate potential. That's what clients look for, not subscriber count, not viral clips, clarity. What you can land through YouTube. Even with a small channel, you can land clients, consulting work, collaborations, brand partnerships. If someone watches your content and thinks, this person knows what they're talking about, you've already passed the test. How this works across different niches. This applies to any niche. If you're in fitness or health, coaching, form checks, program creation, consulting. If you're in tarot or spiritual niches, private readings, clarity sessions, one-on-one guidance. If you're in reaction or commentary niches, consulting, breakdown sessions, content reviews, collaborations. If you're in crafting or creative niches, custom projects, teaching sessions, workshops, commissions. If you're in finance or education, consulting, audits, planning sessions, training. If you're in podcasting or conversation-based content, guest hosting, coaching, production help, consulting. Different niches, same opportunity. Why low subscriber count doesn't matter. A clean channel with clear value beats a big channel with no direction. Clients want consistency, communication, clarity. If your content solves problems, teaches something, or shows skill, you're already qualified. Interactive exercise. 1, name your skill. Pause here. Answer this. I help people with examples. I help people stay consistent. I help people understand complex topics. I help people plan and organize. I help people improve their content. That sentence is your freelance offer. Interactive exercise 2, spot the proof. Now look at your content. Ask, which video shows my skill best? Which video explains something clearly? Which video would make someone trust me? That video is your portfolio piece. Interactive exercise 3, make it easy to hire you. Ask yourself, do people know how to contact me? Is it clear what I help with? Is my value obvious? You don't need a website to start, just clarity. Final reminder, YouTube isn't just for views, it's a credibility machine. If your channel clearly shows what you can do, people will hire you, even before you think you're ready. Direction beats numbers. All right, let's bring this all the way home. Today wasn't about ads. It wasn't about hitting a number. And it definitely wasn't about waiting for permission. What I wanted you to see is this. Monetization is not a milestone you unlock. It's a system you build. Ads are optional. Ownership is not. Every method we talked about today, affiliates, digital products, services, memberships, community, sponsorships, repurposing, freelancing, they all point to the same truth. Creators who win long-term don't chase views. They build assets. Your content is the engine. Your systems are the vehicle. And ownership is what keeps you moving even when algorithms change. You don't need to do everything. You just need to start with one lane, one offer, one system, one way your content helps someone move forward. Build that first, then stack. If people are already watching you, listening to you, asking you questions, or coming back, you're not starting from zero. You're standing on the foundation already. So don't wait to be monetized. Build like someone who plans to be here long term. Assets over views, systems over stress, ownership over permission. That's how creators actually win.
Yeah. We on the rise, press record, now play. AI tools got me glowing every day. Faceless grind, I'm paving my lane. Me 2 times, yeah, we changing the game. Elevate me to you, vibe is brand new. Built it from scratch, now we teaching you. Hit that sub, let the vision come true. This ain't just